Back in the UK means there's a bit of a difference in where we go, where we park, what we do, how we dress, and I just want to talk about some of those differences now, because there are a few places that are our favourites in the UK, not so much when we're in Europe, because well, there's lots of beautiful places across, all the little towns across France. Love those. It's similar in England, of course, because there's lots of lovely little places, and one of those places, one of our favourites, is Arundel, which we used to park in Mill Road, which actually, I'm in Arundel now, and Mill Road's just over there. And that's been closed off. No motorhome, no motor caravan parking from 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. But they have opened the sort of little motorhome car park, which is where we are now, in Mill Road, next to the sort of visitor centre opposite the castle. And if I just turn the camera around a bit, I'll show you. This is where we are, and it's a huge gravel car park with motorhomes. Well, there's another one there. There's two little vans over there. There's one over there, one there. Three or four the other side of us that way. But they do charge £10 a night for parking. Okay, I mean, that's sort of what we'd pay. So it's £10 overnight, and then £5 for all day. So it's £15 if you want to stay here for a day and a night. And those, it's a bit weird. Not what we used to, not how we used to dealing with that sort of stuff. So the parking starts at 8 a.m. The barriers open at 8, so there's height barriers, so you can't get in or out with a motorhome when the barriers are crossed. The main car park is right up next to the road, and the motorhome parking is right over here. So there's barriers at the main gate, then barriers to come through, height barriers to come through. So you can't get in before 8, you can't get out before 8, more importantly, and you can't leave after 6 p.m. either, because that's when the motorhome parking starts. It goes from 6 p.m. till 8 a.m. That's £10, and then all day is £5. Now, in Europe, we'd pay 13, 14, 15 euros. Calais in the high season, which we've just been at, was 17 euros. It's about 15 quid. So same as this. The difference, and this is massive, is that there are no services here. No electric, no water fill up, no toilet emptying, no grey waste emptying, nothing. It's a gravel piece of land. That's it. So you get nothing apart from a parking space for your £15. But in Calais, for the same 15 quid, you get water fill up, grey waste emptying, toilet emptying, I think 16 amp electric, all for free. It's all there, all done. And there's the big difference, I think. Yeah, I'm sort of lost for words, really, where the UK tends to say, well, they charge £15 in Europe to stay on an air, so we'll charge £15. But what they don't factor in is all the blooming services that are provided for that. And most of them are pretty self-managed. I mean, people drive in, they pay the money, pay the parking, or tap the card on the barrier and it opens, you get in and you plug in, and you just sort yourself out. I get the feeling that, it's just all about the profit here in England. It's like there's this huge piece of land, part of the castle grounds, part of Arundel Castle. I think they own it. They own the car park and all this land and all the fields around. But it's just like, let's monetize that so we can, just make a bit more profit for the castle. But let's not provide any services. I was chatting to the guy that runs the car park down here. You have to phone him to get prior permission to park, and then he tells you what the deal is. It's like £10. You can't buy your ticket overnight until 6 because it's on a machine, and you have to get up at 8 to buy your ticket for the day, just in case the parking wardens come around. He said they don't come around till after 10, so you're fine until 10, and you're okay not to buy it at 6 exactly, because that people come round and check in the early hours in the morning. So if you go downtown for the afternoon, you can come back. There's no worries. You come back 7, 8, 9. And you can buy your ticket then. It's all a bit of a faff. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate being able to park here. In England, which is where we are, is a small place, and there's a lot of people crammed in, aren't there? I was looking at population levels between Sweden, where there's loads of room, you park anywhere pretty much, and England, where there's seems to be a lot of open countryside. Only about 10 or 12% of England or the UK is built on, so it feels like there should be a lot of space, but actually the population of the UK is nearly 10 times that of, I think it's 8.5 times, something like that, of Sweden. And I think Sweden's bigger as well. So, the space per capita is, 10 times as much. So, it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not really. I'm just comparing and thinking, I wish it could be nicer. I wish there could be more facilities for people like us to park up. There's people out on weekend, the couple of people next to us, they were having a bit of a party gathering with barbecues. He came round and said, well, if you want to come around for a drink, and hope you don't mind all the music, which is really nice, and I appreciate that. I mean, we don't mind people having fun. That's what it's about, isn't it? So there you go. That's my little review of getting back to England. We came back Thursday, Friday today, no, Saturday today, and we've had a bit of a whirlwind, really, taking Pippi to the vet a few times. We've got to go back today. She's got a really bad eye, but there you go. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. This is just a short update, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye for now.
you.